single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey you guys, so this is going to be my third attempt at cushion grip. Excuse me. I have talked to some cushion grip representatives, as well as watched a couple of other people on videos. So I think I know exactly what I did wrong on the first two applications. Stupid cat. For one, I got way too much cushion grip. I have permanence, so I don't need near the amount that someone with, say, immediates is going to need. So that was part of my problem. And you should not be putting the cushion grip on and then after it sits for 5 minutes, putting it in your mouth and then taking it instantly back out. Like that's not what you should do. So I'm going to get a very tiny bit. That much, which is way, way less than I had gotten the very first time I did this. So this water. But still, I'm going to start in the corner and go all the way around and then put a very thin strip on the back. From everything that I have looked at and read and people I have talked to, because I am in perms, I need very, very little, because it's my dentures fit, but they could just use a little bit of snugging. So I went almost all the way around the denture on that one, but I'm just going to get a tad more. So I can finish going around. And I'm not putting it back in the hot water. I don't think I need to, so. And the last time, well, the second time that I did this, I know I had way too much because it went super, super far up on the sides right here. And after it dried, I say dried, like completely set up in your mouth. I mean, it was actually rubbing. And it wasn't sore, it was just uncomfortable. So, very, very thin amount that I have on there. I'm going to get a very tiny ball to go across the back. My son has a basketball game today, and I tend to scream a lot more at his games. Don't get me wrong, I scream at my daughters too, but he's in high school, so I tend to scream a lot more at his games, and I don't want to be screaming my denture ply out. That would suck. But when you're putting it across the back, you still want to make sure that it's connecting to the other cushion grip that you put in there around the gum line. And I actually think I have too much back in the back. So I'm just going to push it forward a little bit. But not too far, because I don't want it to go all over the palette, because it's not supposed to cover the entire palette, you guys. So I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. Let this sit. And then after 5 minutes, I'm going to put it in my mouth, or after 5 minutes, if you have any excess, go ahead and get that off of there. You can literally just pull it off. Or if you have it where you know that you have too much on the side, if you push on it and roll your finger over the edge, it kind of like cuts it off. But I think this application is going to work a whole lot better. A little bit goes a long way. And I did watch a video where she had her immediates, but she knew that certain spots on her denture were more divoted in. So she did put extra cushion grip there at the end. So, you know, and I think that's going to help her a lot, you know, in making her denture fit like it should. But it's going to be different if you have immediates versus your perms. You know, your perms you're not going to need near as much. And a little bit does go a long way. You know, in the first video that I did, you can see I had big old bubbles. And I didn't need near that much. So, like I said, had too much product. And when you get done letting them sit for 5 minutes, you just pop them in and you're good to go. Like, you don't have to take them out and let them sit longer. You don't have to, you know, keep them in your mouth for 10 minutes and then take them out and look at them. You don't have to do all that. You just pop them in and you go. And you should be good for the box says up to 4 days. But I know some people who have gone 7 to 10 days and not had to replace it yet. But you do need to make sure that you are cleaning them properly. The stuff is not supposed to come off in water or your denture cleaning solution, none of that. Which, when I do my final review, which is coming up right after I get done with this little snippet, I will have all that information, so stay tuned for that. I have about 2.5 minutes left, so I will be right back. Alright, you guys, so I've got 15 seconds left. I'm going to take my denture, and you still need to put it in, push back on your gum right here, and push up with your thumbs to make sure that you get a good seal. So, all right, you guys, that's it. I feel like kind of a pressure spot right here. But it's not horrible. So, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Get my final review of cushion grip. Hey you guys, what's up? So, I was supposed to record and upload this video last week, but clearly that didn't happen, and here's why. If you have been with me from the beginning, from the get-go, you know that I have an autoimmune disease, which means basically my body attacks itself in various different ways. Fibromyalgia is one of my biggest issues. My skin literally hurts. There's some days I can't even wear pants because it hurts to have anything touching my legs. So along with that and chronic fatigue is always in play, and it literally kicked my ass last week, so I wasn't able to do much. If I overdo it on one day, I'm usually down and out for 2 days anyway. And I try to work around when I know I'm going to be uploading a video, but my son had basketball games last week and my daughter's getting into different stuff, so it has seriously taken a toll on me. So I sincerely apologize, but it is 100% out of my control. When shit happens, it happens, like, and it happens bad. So, and then to top it all off, Saturday night, my husband hit a deer on the way home and totally mangled the front end of my vehicle. And this is after we have put hundreds upon hundreds of dollars in my vehicle. It is literally one payment away from being paid off. So I was so mad at him, but it is what it is. Luckily, it only cost a couple $100 to fix it. So we're good with that. So again, I apologize for the absolute late video, but sometimes it just kicks my ass, and this past week it kicked my ass. So, I forgot to bring my cushion grip in here with me. I've been putting it in the other bathroom because it's just easier. But, as far as my final review of cushion grip, I give it an A+++. Like, this shit is awesome. It withstands the denture cleanser. Woo! The 3-minute denture cleanser. Had no issues with it whatsoever. It didn't lift it. It didn't make it loose. It didn't create bubbles. It didn't do anything. And of course, I didn't record any of that. And currently, I don't have cushion grip in, but I forgot to record when I took it out as well to show you how it went for me. And you guys, it is super, super easy to remove it when you have to change it. Excuse me. Once you notice that the edges of your cushion grip start to lift or come apart from your denture, it's time to change it because it's not going to stick back down. So if you use your denture bath and just put in warm water, I say a little more than warm. You don't want it like lukewarm, like you want it really warm. Put your denture in there, let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes. And I tried peeling it up with my finger and it was really tough. But it also says in the instructions that you can use a orange stick or like a little manicure stick, excuse me, to get it out, and that works awesome. You literally just start at one end of your denture and just gently, because you don't want to scratch too deep in your denture, or if you have a soft liner, you don't want to damage your soft liner, because you can put this on top of a soft liner. And just go around it little by little, and it literally just peels up. In the back of my denture on each side, I do have a divot, so it was a little more work, I would say, to get it out of those divots, but it wasn't hard by any means. And make sure after you take the cushion grip out that you clean your denture really well, sanitize it, for lack of other words, and reapply it, and you're good to go. It says in the packaging that it can last up to 4 days. I got a week out of mine, and I think that has to do with, like, I scrub the shit out of my dentures, so that may be a part of the issue. But I have seen some people that wear it an extended amount of time. I wouldn't recommend going too far with one application, because
eventually you are going to get some bacteria and stuff that, you know, could possibly grow in there, and you don't want that because then you're going to get sick, and having dentures and being sick sucks. So, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was, because I have permanent, I guess I'm trying to get sick or something, which I don't need. Because I do have my permanents, I do things differently. I called, well, let me back up a little bit. There are numerous groups on Facebook for denture wearers. They do offer some amazing support, but I was in one and literally got attacked because I was told I can use toothpaste to clean my denture. I was. You probably weren't. I was. That's all that matters. I was. Everyone's journey is different. You may not be told the same exact thing that I've been told, which is fine. In my opinion, in a denture group, you ask a question, you get feedback from everybody, and you roll with whatever works with you. Unless it's like, just, you know, stupid, ridiculous, then, you know, don't do it, whatever. But let me, and I didn't even get a chance to defend myself before I had another person jumping at me. You know, if you don't like what I do, you don't like what I say, don't subscribe, block me on Facebook, don't follow me on Instagram, don't follow me on Snapchat. Like, I seriously don't care. I don't care. You know, to each their own. If you don't like what I do, I don't care. I'm going to do what I was told is okay for me to do, and I'm going to share my information, and if it works for you, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Whatever. You know, there's a million people in the world that have dentures. You don't have to just listen to me. So, but to make things clear, let me find it. With my soft liner and my perms, I have used Fresh and Bright Denture Cleaning Paste. I've used it a year. Soft liner, 3 months, 2 months, a month in with my perms. Never had any issues. It never made my soft liner come loose. It never made it discolored because the shit is blue. You know, it's blue. I never had any issues with it. Some people will tell you, do not use this. With my permanents, they recommend that you don't use that and that you use regular toothpaste. Now, I had been using it's Colgate baking soda with peroxide whitening paste. I called today just to double check, that way I gave the right information in my video versus just some shit somebody threw at me, you know? Don't use a paste. Use a gel. So, you can clean your denture with peroxide. Okay? So I got, it's Colgate Max Fresh with whitening, and it is a gel. It's not a paste. This video is not sponsored by Colgate in any way, form, fashion, or other. But, and I have a soft bristle toothbrush. Like, seriously soft, okay? I do have this ugly thing. And actually, I'm going to throw it away right now. I don't use it anyway. Don't use it, in my opinion. My personal opinion. Don't use it. the bristles are rough, they're stiff, it's going to cause abrasions on your denture. Bacteria grow in little bitty deep wells. Don't do it. Soft bristle toothbrush. That's the only thing that I've been told that you should be using on your denture. And I do the 3-minute denture bath, leaving my permanents in a denture cleaning bath with a tablet all night long. I've been told, do not do it. Wasn't given a reason why, so I can't give you a reason why, but I was just told don't do it. So I don't do it. So I do the 3-minute bath, and then I brush them with the regular toothpaste and the soft bristle brush. And I will do, I'll do a good video on my morning and night routine with the cushion grip or with adhesive, you know, whatever. I'll try to get them both in there. But I think that's it. Y'all, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and Snapchat at B_unstoppable2. And if you go to Facebook and search Denture before/after support, I'm in that group. It is an awesome group, over 8,000 members. Any question that you have, you're going to get an answer. You're going to get multiple answers for it. So I encourage you to go check that out. Remember to be unstoppable in everything you do. Don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let anybody define who you are. You make your future. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.